Okay, so this session is gonna be about putting it all together, like putting everything together which has been previously taught in the mentorship, and like making my model more clear and more getting you people more used to it and making it more simpler for you guys. So my model in simple words was the first step always being bias draw, which I mainly use these things to find my bias, my draw, my narrative on the daily H4 phases of price delivery, expansion, consolidation, retracement, reversal, relevant swing, this, that, IRL, ERL, ERL to IRL. I hope everyone knows a bit about it. If you don't know a bit like deeply about it, I have in-depth video for each one. And OLHC, I view it a bit differently than most people do, but that is how it makes sense to me. And candle closure is more related to OHLC, OLHC. Just mainly these things. Maybe I am forgetting one or two things, but mainly these things I use to frame bias, relevant swings and phases of price delivery around them. So once you have a bias using these things, then simply you have to trade the daily profile away from the relevant key level, relevant established reversal, away from the relevant established reversal, trading the daily profile away from it towards the objective. This simple. Trading the daily profile away from the established reversal point, relevant key level, towards the objective. This is my model. Framing high time frame OLHC, this would be high time frame OLHC or OHLC towards the draw, low time frame entry using MMXM. This is my model. These two may sound a bit complicated, but when you would frame it, getting experience over it, then it would get much simpler. Aligning with the driver's relation, it would be already incorporated in the daily profile part. If you haven't watched my daily profile video, there are three daily profiles which I use: Asia reversal, London reversal, and New York reversal. So I have made a video on all three templates properly, deeply. Go watch it. And this session is like making the model more simple and more repeatable for you, like helping you watching it, helping you get my model into your mind in a more better way. First step being bias draw. Once you have an established narrative from daily H4, once you have the bias, once you have the draw, like the direction, the narrative, then you just frame. Then it is just one simple thing: framing the daily profile, daily candles, OLHC, OHLC towards the objective, away from relevant key level. Okay, this is clear. So if the yes, then I would go on to examples. ठीक है, आ जाना यहाँ कल वाला मिस तो नहीं करा मैंने कुछ, कल मैंने कुछ बताया होगा. चलो छोड़ो. I would go on to my most recent examples, which are my personal trades which I have taken. So going on to this NQ's Thursdays long, which I took daily or H4 used for narrative. अब इसके बाद क्या मारना है, रिप्ले मारना है. Okay, so daily and H4 being used for narrative here. Manipulation below a relevant swing. This is what my idea was based off of. Wanted to long off of this relevant swing, manipulation off of here. My bias, my narrative built from daily H4 refined to H4. Sweep of a previous day low to continue higher. Then I am just framing the daily candles profile, and I framed it back into the range towards this as my objective, framing H1 ERL to IRL. And how I framed it, How I framed it? Just framing daily candles profile, daily open, low, high, close. Daily profile is London, New York reversal to me, 8 a.m. I am just trading the daily candles continuation to the objective. Going into here, this was my entry. This was my entry here. Took this. Trading the daily profile. Trading in daily profile away from established reversal point. Established reversal point, relevant key level towards the objective. Same thing. Away from the relevant key level, established reversal point, continuation away towards the objective. Now adding in the drivers relation, which I have made a separate in-depth video on about. You have to watch that. 9:30, 8:30 confirms the reversal, 9:30 gives continuation. This was my entry. Now narrative from daily H4, previous day low sweep to back inside the range, weekly profiling and daily profiling as well. Framing the daily candles profile away from the established reversal point towards the objective. This was my position. This is what I framed, just which I showed here. Okay, going on to one more position. If you guys did understand this, I hope so. Keeping it very simple in relation to what has been previously taught, this should be very simple. Now this may look complex, so going over this. This also may look complex. This one, ES previous week's Thursday, like just taking the simple one examples, you would get okay with like bit more advanced entries, not too advanced but not too simple one. So this is also a simple one. Was on 15 May, Thursday, ES. Trading the daily profile away from relevant key level, which is this daily fair value gap, towards the objective. Daily H4 for narrative, previous day low sweep, and H4 IRL to ERL, you can say a daily IRL to ERL, both works. Away from established reversal point towards the objective. Clean objectives here, right? H4 MMBM type of scene. Narrative is established from the daily H4, then just trading the daily profile away from the reversal point towards the objective. Clean objectives on the opposing side. Then I'm just framing this. After price displaces away from reversal point, I'm just framing the continuation. Took this 10 AM long, this 10 AM open low, closure there, trusting this low towards the objective. This was my position. Then I will show it as well. Just a second. Okay, it was ES on Thursday, this day. Trading the daily candles profile away from the reversal point and towards the objective. Clean failure swings on the opposing end. Right? Daily H4 for narrative. Can clearly view this manipulation of this relevant swing, or you can use this H4 unfilled, yes, unfilled IRL, price displacing away from there. Daily candle, this is where daily candle opens. 6 p.m. daily candle forming open low and displacing away from the relevant key level. So I am framing this daily profile away from here towards the objective. So I am framing this singular H4 candle in the daily, aligned with the daily profile. This 10 a.m. H4 towards the objective. Now I could view it as like this price reversing off of relevant key level. So framing it till here, posing objectives clean, reversal off of here, trading continuation away, daily profiles continuation away from reversal point towards the objectives. This is what I framed. Took this 6-minute closer here as 5 minute wasn't much clean. Same objectives, H4 and daily for narrative. Just framing daily profile away from the reversal point. Remember again and again, just framing daily profile away from reversal point towards the objective. 10 a.m. opens low. This is where 10 a.m. opens. 10 a.m. and sweep of a low. Continuation signature to me. Sweep of a low to then auto block formation. This is where I entered. Closure over there and framed it till this objective. This was my position this day. Here, daily H for narrative, filing, daily profiling here, M30, daily candle open, Thursday open low, displacing away from the low of the day established at a relevant key level, just framing the continuation of daily profile towards the objective. This here long day till the range objective. Again, just this simple. You just have to watch the previous videos and then watch this to make it sense for you, to make it make sense. You can't, like, you won't be able to understand it just by watching this video. Yes, many things would get clear, but you would need those previous videos as a foundation. So then you can make this look simple. So better or understood, or should I give another example? Okay, let us do one last maybe and then end it up. Yes, I took this on 14th May, Wednesday, maybe Tuesday on NQ. 14 May this here. Okay, nice. So first step of my model is always bias draw, which I use daily H4 for them. Narrative, establishing narrative, always daily H4. Then using the low time frame H1, M30, M15 for profiling of the daily candle, and using M3, M5, sometimes M1, but mainly M3, M5, and sometimes M15 as well for entries. Daily H4 for bias, higher than that as well, but mainly daily H4 for bias. Low time frames lower than them, H1, M30, M15 for daily profiling, then M3, M5 mainly for entry. This is what I do on a regular basis. I took this on NQ, Tuesday continuation. Okay, use this relevant swing for my bias, confirmed it with daily profile. Every idea, whenever I'm having a bias, I confirm it with daily profile. Never ever marry a bias unless backed by the daily profile. Now leave these all other drawings. Price displaced, tag the relevant swing. This was a relevant swing. I do not know at this time what is price gonna do here, but using the low time frame H2 time frame, it was Price is displacing through this, forming a true breakout over here. So I am having a bias of continuation in the same direction, in the previous direction of one more day. If price was showing me manipulation over this high, then I would frame back inside the range to the opposing side. But price tag this showed me true breakout over this. I am framing continuation in the same direction. That's why I framed this day's continuation in the same direction. Used ES as a framework. ES showed me true breakout over this relevant swing to frame NQ. Because NQ had better objectives, this weekly fair value gap and clear daily swing point. This weekly fair value gap. So used ES for narrative, relevant swing, true breakout over this high. Used ES for framework, true breakout over this high. You can view the true breakout on the low time frame S2. Price showing lack of willingness to return back inside and start displacing away. So I'm framing next day's continuation through this high in the same direction, and then profiling the daily candle OLHC, open low high close. So bullish daily profile, just framing continuation of it in the New York session. I missed one entry here as I wasn't home at that time. I came around here, and then idea was still valid, draw was still open. I framed entries around here, took two entries, first here, second entry was here, added to my position and trailed my initial stop to here. First was 1030 OLHC idea, 1030 open low, sweep of a low, immediate rejection back inside. Second entry was 11 a.m. OLHC, true breakout idea over here, backed with 11 a.m. open low high close. So first position here, second added there. When this 11 a.m. OLHC confirmed, trailed my stop of the initial position till here. Then took partials on the way, then to the main objective. Hope you guys understood. So if you people have no doubts, we would end the session here. And I said it yesterday as well, like to post a honest review of how I may have impacted you badly, in a bad way or in a good way, doesn't matter. How I or the mentorship has been able to impact you or impact your life. Post a honest review in the testimonial section. I would post an update about it as well. This section here, like a honest review, I won't mind like facing criticism. Criticism is good to me. I just want an honest review, not here but here. Okay, so no doubt. So I would end the recording.